What's up, guys? Lucky Locks here. Welcome back to another one. And we're going to be looking over LFA 99, make some predictions on that. And yeah, make sure you follow my Twitter to get those picks before fight night. The official ones probably won't change from this video, but just in case. And just in general, man, UFC 258 predictions are coming too, so stay on the lookout for those. Follow me at Lucky Locks Picks. And yeah, let's get right into the LFA card. So the first two prelims, I'm not going to do predictions on those. There's just not that much information out there on them, and it's just not worth it. If you're thinking about betting on those, don't do it, man, because we just don't know enough. And I feel like most books probably aren't offering those anyways. I know mine isn't, so I'm just going to skip over those and get straight into Darian Weeks and Craig Farley. So Darian Weeks coming in at 4-0, looking like a pretty solid prospect, honestly. And Craig Farley's coming in at 3-4. He took the fight on short notice. He's 1-3 in his last four. I think this is basically just a layup for Darian Weeks. I think he's just going to go out there and KO him, plain and simple. I don't really see there being too much to this one. Darian Weeks is a good prospect. He's got that KO power. He's got 4 knockouts in 4 fights. And yeah, I just think he is going to be better. And I think he's going to get the win. I'm very confident in this. Should be an easy one for Weeks. And then we have Trevor Wallace coming in at 3-0 against Cesar Gutierrez at 2-2. And Gutierrez, he's had 4 professional fights, has a bit of a shaky amateur career. Trevor Wallace has come in, all 3 of his fights were last year in 2020. He got 3 KOs in all of them. He just looks like he's going to be the bigger, stronger guy. He is 6'5", the right-handed Crow Cop. Going with Trevor Wallace, man, I think he gets it done here, no problem. And then moving on to the third fight of the night, we got Valerie Sato fighting Flora Hani at 125 pounds. And Sato's coming in at 3-2. Hani's coming in at 2-1. And Sato is much younger. She's 23. She's got pretty good grappling, decent takedowns, and pretty decent stand-up too. She got decent boxing. She's had fights in LFA and XKO. She's younger. I think she's going to have a little bit more progression in between her fights than Hani might have. And, Hani's got pretty good boxing. She's 34 years old, hasn't fought since 2019, but she did have 3 canceled bouts in 2020, so I'm going to assume that she was probably training for those, so I don't think she'll be too out of practice, but I just think Sato is younger, is going to be progressing more, and I just see her kind of being able to lead the dance and have her way in this fight, so I think Sato's going to get it done. And then moving right along to the next one, we got Cody Brundage, and he's fighting against Joseph Cropshot. And Brundage is coming in 5-1, Cropshot coming in at 4-1. And he was on a 4-fight win streak with 4 finishes. His only loss was to Orion Koski, which is not really a bad loss. And then you got Brundage, who was on a 5-fight win streak with 4 finishes. And he lost to William Knight on Contender Series in September, I think that fight was. And, he had 2 fights in 2020. He's going to be in fighting form. And Cody Brundage, I just think, is a little bit better. This isn't, Cropshot's got a good resume. It's not cut and dry. But I just think Brundage is a little better, and that's where my lean is on this fight. And then moving right along to Brant Moore and Ago Huskic. And this is going to be at 155. Moore's coming in 8-1 record, looking pretty good. Huskic coming in 8-2. And Huskic is on a 3-fight win streak. He's been fighting pretty low-level opponents, though. Nothing like what Moore's been doing. He lost to Aaron McKenzie, who has had a pretty solid career. And if you want to play MMA math, Aaron McKenzie actually lost to Brant Moore on LFA. So obviously Moore's going to win because of this. No, I'm just kidding. But Moore I still think is going to win. He's on a 6-fight win streak with 3 finishes, 3-fight win streak in LFA, fighting against pretty decent opponents the whole time. And I think Moore is just a cut above here, and I think he's going to go out and get it done against Huskic in this fight. I'm pretty confident in this. And, we actually skipped over Padilla and Richardson, so we'll just do that one now. So Padilla coming in at 12-4, Richardson coming in at 8-2. This fight's going to be at 145 pounds. Padilla is 24. He's 6'1" with a 76-inch reach, whereas Richardson's in his 30s. He's 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. And Richardson is favored in this fight. And I don't know. I feel like this should just be closer to a pick'em. He's 8-2. He's got a good record. He's 2-1 in the LFA, which is the same as Padilla. He's also 2-1 in the LFA. And Richardson's loss in the LFA was to an undefeated Childers at the time, so it's not really a bad loss. He's got good boxing, good boxer. But Padilla's just way younger and a lot bigger. And he's fought pretty good opposition. Like, he's got 4 losses. One of them was to Dan Ige. That's not too bad. He lost to Spike Carlisle, UFC fighter. That's not too bad. Um, and yet he beat Derek Minner. That's a great win. That's a UFC fighter right there. And I think just the fact that he's been doing this for a long time. He's only 24. He's been fighting for years. I just think his youth and the progression that he's going to be getting in between fights. Like, I think that Padilla is definitely going to be my lean here. This isn't a confident pick. This is the only underdog that I'm picking on the card. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely just a lean. If I had to pick this one, I go with Padilla. I kind of like the plus money. I'll probably take him at the plus money. Just take a stab on him. But yeah, that's where my lean is going to be on this one for sure. That's my pick. And then we have the main event for the vacant light heavyweight championship in the LFA, and we have 18-7 veteran Myron Dennis coming in fighting against 6-1 Fabio Cherant. Now, Cherant opened at plus money on this fight. He's the popular pick on Tapology right now. I was kind of surprised he opened up at plus money. It's shifted, and it's getting closer to a pick'em. He's favored in a couple books, not in a couple. But yeah, that line's definitely shifting. We'll see what it looks like on fight night. He might be favored come fight night. I'm not sure, but he's definitely been improving. He's a really good grappler. Got great good jiu-jitsu. Sorry, and he's a good striker too. Like, he can strike. He can actually throw. A little better than I think people think he can. I like where he's training. Lausanne MMA and Triforce. I like that. He's got 5 finishes. 4 of them came in the first round. He lost to Alexa Kammer on Dana White Contender Series. If you guys remember that fight, that's his only loss. And yeah, like, he's 26 years old. He's young. He's getting better. Myron Dennis is an established fighter. There's no doubt about it. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing, man. He beat Danilo Marquez, who just picked up a win as a big underdog on UFC last weekend. He lost to Ryan Spann. It's not really a bad loss either. He's 2-1 in the UFC and the LFA, and he looks decent. Just decent though for me. I don't think he looks unreal. I was slightly surprised that he was favored, but like, I can see it. And this is going to be a tight one. I'm leaning Fabio Cherant on this. I'm going with youth and that progression again. That's been a common theme on this card. Like, I'm going with Valerie Sato. I'm leaning with Padilla, and I'm going to go with Cherant on this one. That's going to be my pick. I think he's going to get it done, and yeah, I think we'll probably have Cherant as the 205 champion in LFA. I don't know for how long. If he wins this fight, he'll probably be looking to move on to bigger and better probably, but yeah, should be a fun card, guys. You guys know where my picks are. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at LuckyLocksPicks, and make sure you stay tuned for the UFC 258 predictions for Usman and Burns, which I'll be posting on Twitter as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Hopefully we make some money on Friday. Good luck.